Well, hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am a regular dude walking in the Word. We are in the book of Numbers right now, and we talked about yesterday. This is two sections here that we're dealing with sacrifices, daily sacrifices. Today we're talking about Sabbath sacrifices and monthly offerings. So, as we talked about this yesterday, we talked about these daily sacrifices, and it's a reminder to us today that we need to be in fellowship with God daily, and that means like spending time in prayer and spending time in the Word, in the Bible, just doing our Bible study, and that is something that's pleasing to the Lord, just us spending time with the Lord. Today I want to move on from that, and it's entitled today, Out of the Routine of Daily Life and Getting Together with the Lord. Okay, we get stuck in this routine of like get up, go to work, might do something else throughout the day. But God has called us to, at different times, to get out of that routine of the regular work, the Sabbath being one of those times. But then He also prescribes a monthly time too. To get out of that routine and then devote that time to the Lord. Okay, and so that's what's happening here. Where the Sabbath was given, and Jesus said the Sabbath wasn't given for God, it was given for man. And it's our time to kind of recharge and spend time with the Lord, an extra day where we can spend more time with the Lord. Okay, so let me read here today. This is taken from Numbers chapter 28, verses 9 through 15. Okay. So this is the monthly offering. I'm sorry, not 9 through, 9 through 15 here. So this is dealing with the Sabbath offerings and the monthly offerings. On the Sabbath day, make an offering of 2 lambs a year old without defect, together with its drink offering and a grain offering with 2/10 of an ephah of the finest flour of olive oil. This is a burnt offering for every Sabbath, in addition to the regular burnt offering and its drink offering. Okay, so you were doing more offerings on the Sabbath. I want you to take note of that. This was more time spent in this with the Sabbath offerings, and it's the same way for us. Okay, on Sunday, I usually try and spend more time praying and Bible study, and then in corporate worship too, going to church. Okay. So that's a big difference. I can't go to church every day of the week because working and so forth. But on Sunday, I can devote that time to going to church and then also spending more time in prayer and Bible study. Okay? Then let's move on to the monthly offerings. This is verse 11. On the first day of every month, present to the Lord a burnt offering of 2 lambs, 2 young bulls, 1 ram, and 7 male lambs a year old, all without defect. With each bull there is to be a grain offering of 3/10 of an ephah of finest flour with oil, with a ram and a grain offering, and 2/10 of an ephah of the finest flour mixed with oil. And with each lamb a grain offering of 1/10 of an ephah of the finest flour mixed with oil. This is a burnt offering, a pleasing aroma, a food offering presented to the Lord. Which with each bull there is to be a drink offering of 1/2 a hin of wine, and with a ram 1/3 of a hin, with each lamb 1/4 of a hin. This is a monthly burnt offering to be made each new moon during the year, besides the regular burnt offering with its drink offerings. 1 male goat is to be presented to the Lord as a sin offering. Okay, so this was a monthly thing given here. But my goal for you would be this. Take that time. Get out of, the Sabbath was given, and it's Sunday for us, was given for us to spend time with the Lord, okay, and for us to be recharged and stuff. When you start, and I've been saying this forever here, when you start working like, 7 days a week for weeks and weeks, I mean, that's fine to do for like a week because you have a special a project that has to get done or something like that. But when that's all you're doing all the time, you're going to see it affects you physically, spiritually, definitely, probably mentally too. But God has called us to take a break, and at least do it once a week, and then also spend times beyond that, maybe monthly. Not doing the regular work, getting out of that routine and spending time with the Lord. Okay, and remember, we talked about yesterday, this was done to please the Lord. These daily offerings, these monthly offerings, the Sabbath offerings, was done as a thing of pleasing to the Lord. And the way we please the Lord is just to spend time with Him, okay? And that involves, first of all, our prayer time. Second of all, our time just spending time in Bible study. And then thirdly, corporate worship, which is being a part of a church. And I'm not talking just attending a church. I'm talking being a part of a church where you're helping out in ways that you can there, and fellowshipping with other believers. Okay? So, anyway, that concludes today's message here. Thank you for watching. I am a regular dude walking in the Word, and I invite you to join me tomorrow, well, in the next couple of days here, as we talk about these festivals coming up. Everyone wants a good festival or party here, so let's talk about it coming up in these next few days. Lord's blessing. I will see you tomorrow.